So today we're getting something different again, and honestly, here we are. A brand new smithing event right in our faces, and I already know how some people are gonna react the moment they see the teaser. It's always the same thing. Please, just give us something that's actually fun to grind, not another system we've already done 50 times. And honestly, I get it, I'm with you on that, because the last update, yeah, that one didn't exactly hit the way it was supposed to. Halfway through, you could just feel the energy dying out. People weren't grinding because they were excited, they were grinding because they already started and felt like they had to finish. And that's the worst vibe an event can have. But then I saw the leaks. I saw the official teaser, and I'm telling you right now, hold on, don't click away, this one actually looks promising. I'm not even trying to hype something up just for views, I swear. The new features being added here are definitely an improvement, and a lot of leaks in this new update, and we're going through everything today. Completely everything. So please stick with me until the very end, because believe me when I say this, you really don't want to miss what's coming. And if you're into this kind of content, you can hit that sub button real quick since we're sitting at around 7,000 right now. We still have almost 3 weeks to try hitting 10,000, so if you want to be one of the OGs before this channel blows up, now is the time. Alright, enough rambling, let's get into it. So, the leaks came out way earlier this morning. Like, as usual, Dawn Discord was already dropping stuff before anyone even realized what the theme of the new event even was. Every single time, they're faster than everybody. If you want to stay ahead and see the leaks the moment they pop up, just join their server. The link is already in the description anyway. Now, a bunch of people were expecting Safari Harvest Part 3 because of those early images that were floating around everywhere. But nope, there's no Part 3. None. That whole misunderstanding came from the fact that people were misreading the teasers. The actual update is completely focused on smithing, and honestly, it looks way more interesting than what we were expecting. There's this whole mining vibe going on, gathering materials, forging new items. It actually feels like they're trying something different this time, instead of just recycling the same system from the past few events. And that's exactly why I'm genuinely curious about this one. The theme feels fresh, the leaks look solid, and for the first time in a while, the event doesn't feel like a copy-paste of the last 3. So that's what we're diving into today. Everything we know so far, everything that's been leaked, and everything you should expect when the smithing event finally comes out. So DJ Jai posted this at around 10 in the morning. The message said, "This update introduces the new smithing event plus more. Discover the smithing event alongside new seeds, pets, QOL, features, and lots more." And if you look at the emoji they used, and you already know the devs love teasing things with emojis, this time there's no pet emoji at all. So clearly, this whole teaser is all about mining and smithing. There's even one that looks like a cosmetic, which makes sense. And if you look at the official image teaser, I don't even have to ask what these things are supposed to be. I already know what I'm looking at. This right here is probably the main event NPC. That part over there looks like the crafting area for cosmetics, and the other one is likely the crafting area for gear. And if you're wondering why I sound so sure, well, Dawn Discord leak server, that's why. They showed the smithing area already, and they even showed the main NPC for the new event. It really looks like the place where you'll be putting all the specific materials for the event. There's garden ores, there's coal, and I still have no idea where exactly we're going to get the garden ores. Maybe harvesting fruits will drop them, or maybe we'll have to submit specific fruits and that turns into ores. The leak also mentions something called Skip Smith submission, so I'm honestly just speculating at this point. But that's why I want you guys to tell me what you think the whole smithing machine is going to do, because the leaks only show so much. It could also work like this. Maybe we submit crops just like in the Safari event or the Seed Stages event, and then we get the crafting items for event related gear or pets, and then we finally craft everything from there. Or maybe the garden ores and coal are also craftable in their own way. I'm just putting ideas out there, so don't get mad at me if it ends up being different in the actual event. Now let's talk about the other stuff that got leaked. First, there's this new machine called the Pet Age Break. There's no explanation attached to it in the leak, but you can clearly see that it has a pet level requirement similar to the Pet Mutations machine. Except instead of needing a level 50 pet, the Pet Age Break needs a level 100 pet. So what does it do? I honestly don't know yet. My guess is that maybe if you put a level 100 pet into this machine, it might reset its age or change its stats. Or maybe it makes the pet stronger, heavier, or alters some passive ability. Maybe this is finally how they're introducing some kind of evolution system for pets. Imagine your pet finally hitting level 100, like after all that grinding, all that passive waiting, all the feeding, and then you drop it into the machine and boom, it suddenly becomes something like a raccoon tier 2. And when it evolves, its age gets reset back to 1 because now it's technically a new tier, a stronger version of itself. And then the cycle starts again. You grind it back up, you level it to 100 again, and once it hits that max level, you can throw it right back into the machine for another evolution. So now it becomes tier 3, and it just keeps going like that. And what makes that kind of system fun is you actually feel the progress. Like, it's not just, oh, level 100, done. It's more like, okay, now what's next? There's actually something to do after maxing out your pet. Instead of pets just sitting there in your inventory collecting dust, this system would let you endlessly push them further. And every time you evolve them, maybe the passive gets a tiny upgrade, maybe the cooldown becomes shorter, maybe the percentage goes a bit higher, or maybe the pet gets a new visual change too, like a tiny glow or a changed color or a small aura so you can flex that your pet is tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. You know, something that shows you actually put in the work. And imagine if it doesn't cap at tier 3. Imagine if it goes all the way up to like tier 10 or whatever the devs decide. That would make the age break machine actually worth grinding for. You'd have a reason to keep leveling your pets for months instead of just maxing them in a few days and then forgetting about them. It would give every pet some kind of long-term progression, not just the expensive ones, but even the simple ones. Like you could take a rabbit and push it so far that it becomes more useful than some of the rarer pets that aren't yet evolved to tier 2 just because you invested time into it. I feel like a system like this would completely change how people look at pets in the game. Right now, everyone just wants the rare ones because the rare ones are automatically the best. But if evolving becomes a thing, suddenly even the common pets matter because they can grow into something insane if you put in the effort. It makes the game feel more alive, more long-term, more worth grinding. And the idea that you can keep evolving your pet again and again, that's addictive. That's the kind of stuff that keeps players playing. So yeah, if the pet age break ends up being something like that, a tier system, an evolution system, something that resets the age but boosts the pet every time, that might be one of the most interesting additions we've had in a while. But yeah, I really don't know yet, that's just me guessing, but I want to hear what you think. What do you think the pet age break is for? They also leaked a new egg called the gem egg, and to craft it, you need a common egg, 1 coal, a garden ingot, and 4.5 million shekels. The egg looks really cool, like this crystal vibe with green, blue, and violet tones, and I know a lot of you really care about egg odds, so here we go. There's a topaz snail with a 45% chance to hatch. The picture shown is just a placeholder, so we still have no info about its ability. But I'm really curious because it might be a stronger version of the regular snail, kind of like how the moles have upgraded versions. Let me know what you think this topaz snail might do. Then there's the amethyst beetle with a 32% chance. Again, placeholder picture, no ability info yet. Maybe it functions like the stag beetle, where it fights other beetles and gives rewards afterward. If this one's stronger, that could be fun for people who love the beetle battles. Tell me what you think its ability could be. Next is the emerald snake with a 14% chance. If you know the sand snake, this one might just be its upgraded version. Maybe it duplicates seeds or items you buy. We don't know yet, so feel free to throw your ideas in the comments. Then we have the sapphire macaw at 8.25%. Same situation, ability unknown. Maybe it's a stronger version of the hyacinth macaw. Again, tell me your guesses. Now this is where it gets really rare. There's a diamond panther at 0.5%. I don't know the rarity yet, mythical, divine, prismatic, whatever. No info about its passive ability either, so if you have any ideas, comment them down below. And the rarest one, the ruby squid at 0.25%. Maybe it's divine, maybe it's prismatic, or maybe it's something completely new. The placeholder is a mimic octopus, so maybe this pet can copy other pets' abilities. Or maybe it uses abilities twice, maybe 3 times. Who knows? I'm super curious what this thing can actually do. And if they're adding a transcendent rarity pet, then the chances could still change. Kitsune is 0.08% and it's prismatic, so this ruby squid might even be harder. I'm honestly excited to see what both the Diamond Panther and the Ruby Squid are capable of. Now for the craftable items. First, we have the garden ingot. It needs 2 coals, 1 garden ore, and 4.5 million shekels to craft. This is used for crafting other stuff. Then there's the smith treat, crafted with 1 coal, 1 garden ore, 2 small treats, and 4.5 million shekels. We don't know what it does yet, but maybe it buffs pets like the other treats. Next is the pet shard forger. To craft it, you need a gem egg, a garden ore, a cleansing pet shard, and 4.5 million shekels. And again, there's no explanation about what it does. Maybe it gives extra ores, or maybe it's useful for some other crafting process, who knows. Then we have the smith hammer of harvest. It takes 3 garden ingots and 4.5 million shekels to craft. My guess is that it works like the other harvest tools or radars, especially since we no longer have harvest all because they removed it before. After that, there's the Thunderbringer. You need the smith hammer of harvest, a coal, a garden ingot, a soup, and 4.5 million shekels to make it. No idea what its ability is though. There's also the smithing dog, which you get by crafting with a dog, 1 coal, 1 garden ore, and 4.5 million shekels. Maybe it speeds up forging, maybe it digs up ores or even event-related seeds. Dogs usually dig things, so this one might dig smithing materials specifically. And last is the cheetah, crafted using the smithing dog, 1 garden ingot, and 4.5 million shekels. Since it's a safari pet, it probably focuses on speed. Maybe it speeds up crafting or some part of the process. No confirmed rarity yet, so it might be legendary or divine. They also leaked a hollow bamboo seed, an olive seed, a shield statue, some tool racks, a horseshoe magnet, an anvil, a coal box, a blacksmith grinder, and a bunch of upcoming gears or cosmetics. Some don't have pictures yet, some don't have details, but once they drop, I'll upload everything immediately. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything. And honestly, I'm happy that they're adding craftable gears and cosmetics. But the thing is, I really hope the quality of life update includes expanding the cosmetic inventory or letting us place cosmetics directly into the garden without having a limit. Like, since they're pushing cosmetics again, it would make sense to give us more space. I don't want to delete any of my cosmetics because everything I have right now is something I want to keep, and I still have so many unopened crates from the Zen event that I haven't opened yet because my inventory is already full. They're just sitting there. So please devs, if you're listening, include this in the update. It would make so many players happy, especially those who love decorating their gardens. The creativity in this community is crazy. So many players make incredible designs, and it's honestly sad that cosmetics feel like a forgotten part of the game right now. So overall, I think this event is looking good. It's fresh, it's new, and I really hope the mechanics are solid so we're not disappointed again. Thumbs up to the devs for trying something different this time. And if you're still here all the way to this part of the video, comment Ruby Squid so I know who the real ones are. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.